I'm MadMorph and welcome to Dredge, the spooky cosmic horror fishing game. I really liked when I played the demo of this one, and we're finally checking it out because it's got a new DLC which is out, a new expansion called the Iron Rig. It's out right now, and it adds 5 hours of new content, a bunch of new items, 50 new fish, and more. You can check it out at the link in the description. Like and subscribe for more games, and let's begin. This video is sponsored by Team 17. Job listing, angler wanted. Oh, into the fog, terrifying. Is this the right time to tell you all that I have a crippling fear of open water? Let's begin Dredge. And the expansion stuff is available right from the beginning, so if you have seen this before or someone else playing it, it might be new, because there'll be new stuff right from the start. It's not one of those things where you have to get like 6 hours in to get it. The morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Welcome to Greater Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see Lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah well, glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there and catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo or go get your bearings in light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on time. It can really creep up on you. That it can. It's Friday today and I don't know where the week's gone. Well, let me tell you, I don't know where the year's gone. It's September, baby. We undocking. We're on a boat. It's actually really pretty. Like, it's got its own style, right? Almost, I want to say, like chunky Lego vibes is kind of the vibes of the models, but then I look up at the environment and the sun and it's like gorgeous, you know? It's the vibe, man. So we can move the camera, adjust the height, up and down, move to a fishing spot. Look for splashing. Ah, up and down like that. Okay, got it. Start fishing. Fish. You caught a blue mackerel. Start fishing. Catch a bit more. Fish. Oh, wait, it's an F, not a thing. Sorry, I don't know what that yellow one was. Another blue mackerel. Look at that. Fish. Rotate. There we go. I mean, should I empty it out? It's not telling me that I shouldn't. I don't want to overfish, right? I want to be a conscientious fisherman. Sounds like a self-help book. The conscientious fisherman. How to be a conscientiousness. Conscientious? Conscious. You know what I mean. Let's see here. Do. Another big load of fish. Time on the advance is when you're moving or fishing. Ah, so I could just chill here if I wanted to. Gotcha. Disturbed water. Bum. Get some more. The voice for that mare was like somewhere between my like Boromir voice for my Lord of the Rings audiobook and like also the voice of the gardener in The Secret Garden. Hey up, what are you looking for here on Yorkshire moors? Please sir, can I have a bit of dirt? Aye, that is, like, reading that book was such an experience because some of it's literally written in like old Yorkshire speak, isn't it? you know, like phonetically in the book. It's a lot of fun though. It's getting to be night. Oh, got a little light. Should I go back? Or should I keep fishing? What's it telling me? Telling me I got a cabin with pursuits. Catch fish for day. The mayor asked me to catch as many fish as I can and head back to clear tomorrow. Right, let's go back then. 5 PM. Who knows when the sun goes down around here? Is it winter or is it summer? Because it goes down at different times, doesn't it? It's starting to get dark a little bit earlier here. But it's really when the clocks move that it changes. Select your lights by holding E. Oh. Nice. Ooh. Someone honked back at me. Oh wait. I got an achievement. Hear a foghorn echo. Wait, that was my own? Does it do it back? Let's see. Oh. Okay. Well. They went quiet on me. Boom. Dock. You step onto the dock of Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving town. So to recap, you'll need to sell fish to local market, paying off your debt and in turn keeping population fed and satisfied, understand? Got it. Up you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. To the fishmongers. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. I'm gonna start doing my audiobooks like that from now on. People trying to sleep. Like, what the hell are you doing, dude? There's flies. Hey, you're the new fisherman here. Surprised they found a new one so fast. What's your name? There's no sense getting familiar. You'll be on your way like the rest of them soon, no doubt. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on other islands might pay you different. But while you've still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. So let's see what you got. Okay, so we've got all of our blue mackerels, and we click sell. Or sell all fish. There we go. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's stall. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, found this down by docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? A research part. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. It should pay her a visit. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favours around here. Payments up front, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards all well above the waterline are splintered and scratched. Take a look round. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Do I give you this? Research part? You want a cracked bulb in your ship, son? I don't know what I need. I'll just leave, thank you. What's up in tab? Have a look here. In me cabin, me encyclopedia. Ooh, lots of fish. Did we learn about blue mackerel? I go to sleep. I go to sleep till dawn. You know what's really interesting reading Lord of the Rings is like how different the books are in some places. Because I always was under the impression that the movies were like this big, faithful thing. Do I just go out and like carry on? I should do my job. Should do my job. Like a faithful kind of thing of it. And I knew that certain characters had been cut, Tom Bombadil and such. But there's really some bits that are hugely different, which has been eye-opening. I wonder if I can go out past these rocks. There's something glowing over there. Should we go take a look? And see what there is. I don't think I have fuel or anything. I just chill. I just go out, you know? I just go out on shit. See? I feel a bit uncomfortable when the camera goes down there. Do you? This feels like I'm playing in the bathtub with a nice boat and it's all very fun, and then that. Oh, I feel a bit uncomfy. So the new... there's the expansion. The rig. We'll go to that. Let me get this, and then we're going to go check that out. We're going to check out the new stuff. The oil rig. That must be it, because it's the rig, right? What's this? A bottle added to cabin. 21st of August. Wait, so I go in cabin. Is it a diary? We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of the Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around and a few items fell overboard into water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He's been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He's paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I've never known him to be so superstitious. Only a little stitious. Right, let's go to oil rig. I don't know why I do so many northern accents. It's in my blood somewhere. It's in my blood somewhere from up north. Actually the Midlands, but I think that's why it's so comfortable for me. It talks to me. Even now I'm a Londoner. Sorry, let's go to the oil rig. Can I get there? Can I get there by night time? It seems like a distance. I'm a little scared, but we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the oil rig. It's an experiment. Sorry, that's far too jaunty a tune for a morose cosmic horror game. A noon message. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon and our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of the Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and the colours are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night. Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly it's very important to form it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he's prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. He wanted to throw everything away with the old name, but I kept the keychain. Why do I feel like keeping the keychain is bad luck? And the boat was thus cursed forevermore. Will we find the wreck of the ocean's riches deep on the ocean floor? Why did you keep that keychain with the name from before? Don't you know nothing of the sea and its rituals? This is the cosmic horror musical. Dredge is its name. Falling out of a hedge. I feel like that's really far. I'm scared. Like, I'm hearing noises, and it's gonna get dark. But we must be able to get... Ah, it's lightning. I'm scared. scared, guys. I don't like the water, and we're going far out. Oh, it's getting dark. Why is this? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get there. It's gonna be fine. Oh my gosh. Light. There you go. Put your light on. That's better. Just keep on a straight line, and that's how you'll get there. Just keep going for that big old light there. Exposure to fog and other things increases panic. Bright lights and sleeping reduce it. Okay. We're almost there. No need to panic. Settle down, dear. That was a big bloody wave, wasn't it? Right. Oh, it's so creepy. In such a great way. Like, it's exciting how creepy it is, but it's like giving me chills. Oh my god, please, nothing happen. Please just let us get there. Maybe I can sleep on the rig? If something pops up, I'm gonna die. What does this mean? We'd be panicking. Oh dear, dear, dear. Just go, go, go. You're almost there. It seems so close, and yet it's still so far away and taking so long. What does that mean? What does eyeballs mean? I have to keep going. We are so very close. Hold fast, men. Hold fast, bears. It's so close. It's right there. It's right there. Just keep. Where's the light? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, we made it. 4 in the morning. Goodness. My heart. You dock at a small metal wharf. 4 giant legs stretch down into the deep, lifting a mountain of metal into the sky. An elevator connecting the docking area to the main platform lies ahead. A man waits nearby, a yellow hard hat strapped to a concerned expression.
Oh.
What do you want?
What is this place?
Haven't you heard? This is the Ironhaven Corporation new drilling rig. Or it would be, if it were on schedule right now. It's just a platform. The boss is going to dock our pay for sure if he shows up and the drill hasn't even started. We've got the foundational stuff laid, but we've been running into some supply issues.
He glances nervously at the water, large waves rolling underneath the shadow of the platform.
The ship's delivering crates of materials keep going missing, and HQ said they're not able to dispatch anymore for a few weeks. Look, I wouldn't normally ask a civilian for help, but we're already so far behind. Why don't I mark the last known coordinates of those ships on your map? If you're able to find any of those crates, I'm sure the Corp would let you use our facilities once we get generator wired up.
Okay. So I've got to get Ironhaven crates. Right. Could I sleep here, please? I can sleep here. Thank you so much. Okay, we don't have any of the crates yet, but I can sleep. Oh, research. Wait, I have research things. Right, don't I? Research, flexible fishing pole. Okay. Cool. So you gave me on my map. Is it these? I'm guessing it's these. Boing. Yeah. So if I do that, do I have it on the map? Let's undock. And see. I think I've... There we go. So there should be one over there. Actually, it's kind of in the way. So I'm going to remove that. And it's this way. And we'll see. Rather than do another long trip all the way back, we'll kind of mill around this area and try and find these crates for them. Get them set up. Whilst I have a sip of my coffee. This is the perfect time for you to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the show so far. Please do join the club. You may feel a slight transformation in you when you hit that subscribe button. You may start to feel more bear-like. You may sprout an occasional tuft of hair, but don't panic. It's meant to be. Ah, here's some crates. Dredge. I dredge for them. You don't have the right equipment. Oh. Well, I suppose I'll be on my way back to bloody town then. Until I can dredge, as is the name of the game. Cheeky. Hopefully, now that we're sort of heading that way directly to Guatemala, we should hopefully get there before it gets dark again. Ah! Oh, whale, cool. I damaged my... Oh. I'm sorry. I thought you were... Oh, right then. Okay. Okay, I thought that was something to be looted. It isn't a living thing. Is this the lighthouse? Right, let's just go back to the safety of the town. Because we're on fire. Dolphins! Cute. I once went on a sightseeing dolphin thing, and they were all like swimming alongside the boat, and they do this crazy thing where they go in front of the boat and kind of like cut it up with the waves of the boat, you know? It's like really cute. Amazing memory. 12-year-old me just like, wow. Over in like Florida somewhere. Oh my god. Whales. I was sipping my coffee and I looked back and that just terrified me. That is so cool. Amazing. Little sharky, little Jawsy poos down there. Who's this boat? Oh, it's dark again and we're on fire. Inspect. You pull up alongside a boat at anchor. There are signs of life on board, but nobody appears to greet you. Call out. Almost immediately, a small slot in the door snaps open. A pair of frantic eyes peer out at you. Who goes there? A fisherman. What do you want? I'm just checking to see if you're okay. Do I seem okay? No, I am very much not okay. I'm supposed to be delivering this package to Little Marrow, but I'm being stalked. A huge leviathan lurks in these deep waters. I've seen it. It hung in the water, its gaping mouth just below the boat. It would have swallowed this vessel whole if I hadn't bolted for the shallows. I'm not going any further into this cursed island chain. I could deliver the package for you. You would? Well, that would work, I guess. You can return to these items later. You won't take it after all, just my luck. Suddenly the slot. No, I'll take it. Hello? Sorry. I can deliver that. Oh, I just didn't know what I was... There we go. Alright. The courier pushes a lumpy brown package through the door hole. It squelches slightly as you take it in your hands. Dark fluid oozes from one corner. Thank you, stranger. But this is bound for the dock worker at Little Marrow. Not sure what's inside, but listen, I know this sounds crazy. Sometimes I think I can hear the faintest of whispers coming from it. Now, I'm not supposed to be transporting live goods, don't have the equipment for it, so just be careful with this thing. Whatever it is. Here, why don't you take this too? An item emerges from the door hole. This time, a book is pushed through and thuds onto the deck below. I'll be on my way whenever the coast is clear. Safe travels. A book? Can I read a book? Deliver the package. I got a book. Alright. Like, I hope that package isn't gonna trigger the Leviathan. Because I don't want that. At all. I'm already on fire. It's playing nice, relaxing music, so we should be okay. Right? Is this the way in? Go to the left a bit. Am I safe because I'm in the glow of, like, these lights here? This is kind of like the shallows, right? I think. They're like, oh my gosh. That came out of nowhere. Just check we're in the right spot. Yep. So we want to turn. Am I going to the lighthouse? Oh man. It's kind of hard. I think I'm in here, right? So we want to go this way? I think. Whoa! I nearly hit that. Man, I don't know how close. We must be pretty close to kaput here. I've got to be careful. What's that glowing thing? All the way these rocks. Ha! Where those rocks come out of nowhere. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension.
Why are you here?
I've come to fish.
There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on.
She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Just spares as hoping to see. We'll be sailing out east towards Little Marrow. Would you give this package to dock worker there, please? Yeah, I need to take that to the dock worker too, don't I? The mayor hands you a small, damp package, bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it, I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check compass and map if you get lost. Your boat's looking a bit banged up. I can repair that here if you like. Thanks. Oh my, you look exhausted. Not forgetting to get some sleep here. As I always say, taking frequent breaks is an important part of being productive. Rested. Okay. To Little Marrow. Ah, look like how the sun moves when we move. Because the time doesn't move if you're not moving. That's beautiful. Ah, Little Marrow is just over the way. Then did I forget to put my light on at night time? Oh. I am a silly one. Peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. I feel like I made the game really stressful from early with my jaunts into the deep water, and I should just be fishing this lovely little area, but you know. I like to make things a little unhinged. Look at this cute little spot. What? A delivery? Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. He hands you some money. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use out of it. He pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of the pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on water. Stop by for chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. Did I also give you the other thing? This thing. It says give to dock worker at Little Marrow. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques, the shelves full of jewellery and other baubles. An old man peers at you over his silver spectacles.
Hello? Is that... No, I don't believe we've met. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialise in antiques and jewellery. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today?
No. No, I don't, old man. Wait, so let me undock, and then if I dock back again, maybe I can speak to that worker with the thing. Ah, sorry, bottom left, here we go. How's dear treating you? I've got a package. Delivery, eh? Oh, it's a big one, let me see. He takes the large package and examines it gently with his hands. He lifts it to one ear and listens for a while. He seems satisfied. Much appreciated, friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, wish me luck. He turns and hurries off down the dock without another word to you, or compensation. Oh. 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 Let's go fishing. Oh, let's go fishing. Do me bloody job. You don't have the right equipment for this spot. Well, excuse me, .gif. Or that one. So our goal now is to get the equipment for dredging, so you can dredge and get the new stuff. Pull. Pull. Got a mackerel and it's already depleted, isn't it? You ever been at sea? You ever been on a boat? You ever seen any dolphins? You ever seen any whales? You ever do fishing? You ever do anything like that? Tell me your boat and sea stories. Maybe you've been scuba diving. Huh? You ever scuba dive? Tell me about it. Tell me about your scuba adventure. Did you go down with the fishies? I don't know why I'm making it sinister, but we are playing a fishing horror game. Bunch of diagonal fish. Right, skirt yourself back. I'm really enjoying this game. I can't believe I never came back to this after the demo and like did the whole thing, because I loved the vibe and I loved reading it. And sort of the way it's written and just its overall aesthetic, you know? I think just so many things come out. Sometimes I have the best intentions to play something and then so much comes out. You gotta kill your darlings, you know? You just can't always make time for everything, but this has always been one that I've regretted not playing, so nice to have the opportunity to come back to it, honestly. Right, to Fishmonger. Have had a special order come through from customer. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay above normal prices. They asked for 1 gulf flounder and 1 grey eel. Just bring them in when you have them. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water. Shipwright should be able to help. Keep an eye out for larger fish. They'll feed more mouths. I can pay you more for them. $76 for all those fish, please. So if I come here to you, I've got a weighted line, which is catches in the shallow. Would this be where I'd buy equipment for dredging? Maybe I have to research it. So the $150 one for the shallows is better. Maybe I just wait till I get a bit more money to get a weighted line instead. It's a faster speed. It takes a little longer to install, but catches larger and deeper fish. So maybe we just do like another day, and then we should be able to afford that. I don't know why I hit the Z button like that was how I was going to sleep. Hit the Z's button. It's one of those things, right? Everyone has a backlog list. I mean, me saying that about me, you know, needing to get back to games. Obviously, I need to get back to Baldur's Gate. There's a ton of stuff that I need to finish, but everyone has that. I'm sure there are so many games. Like what's the game that you had either started or haven't had time to start yet, where you're like, oh man, that game, let me get back to that, you know? There's so many games now. Everyone's backlog is crazy. I mean, it's probably why all my other stuff where I recommend games, I mean, even this channel does well, is because it's like... I remember reading something about that, actually. Exactly what I'm about to say is people kind of need curation now. There's so much stuff in the world. There's so much content that all of us, for many different things, just need someone to be like, this one's worth it, this one's worth it, this one's not worth it. Like, this is the one to check out. It's like the new way, because I grew up reading magazines, and like that was kind of, excuse me, how you found out about stuff, you know. I don't know what magazines you grew up reading. I would love to know in a comment, but for me it was PC Gamer. Was like, that was my magazine that I would get. And I remember it was $4.99 when I was growing up. Sometimes I think, more often when I was younger, it came with a CD on the front, right? Pretty sure PC Gamer had a CD, or maybe it was sometimes when I got PC Zone. But PC Gamer was my mag, and like that would be where you would hear about games and, you know, reviews. I can't say I was ever one to really listen to reviews that much, which is probably why my reviews of games, like, I look for the positive, and it's kind of very much a, hey, this might not be for me, but maybe it's for you. Like, that's why I don't understand when people really trash stuff, because it's like, unless it's a scam or in some way hurtful, there's really no need to put someone else off from enjoying something. Might not be for me, but I can still find the good in it and post about it and say, hey, there's this new game that does XYZ, and maybe that's cool for you, you know. I'll play anything. Like, literally, like, I don't really have, you know, prejudice with games, for want of a better word. But yeah, so I grew up reading those magazines, hearing about games and stuff, reading the previews in there. I can still remember reading the first preview of, like, Star Wars Galaxies and MMOs in those mags, and that was kind of, in a weird way, probably influenced me ending up doing what I'm doing now with like TikTok and Instagram, and oh, an all-seeing cod, a fish with a big eyeball, fresh, staring outwards, unblinking, eyes borrowed from a larger being, but not the mind to process what it sees. Creepy. I just feel like in a weird way that's kind of the rise of reaction content as well, is there's too much stuff to watch, so we just want to like watch what someone else is watching and like have them curate it for us, and it's a funny old world. For me, everything I do comes from a place of just obsession with sharing. I love sharing. So if I see a cool show, if I play a cool game, like, I want to tell you about it and be like, hey, did you see this thing? Or even experience it with you. Like, I used to watch, if I saw a good film, the next day I would say to my dad, like, oh, I watched this, like, there's this really, I don't know if I would say that I saw it, but I'd be like, oh, there's this really cool film. And I would have watched it last night, but I would sit and watch it, like, with him, just to, like, watch it again and experience it. What is it today? You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ooh. Now, this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder... He runs his fingers firmly along the lengths of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach he pulls a piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing and I'll pay you for the fish too. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. Well, hopefully that got us enough so we can get our rod installed. That would be great. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it. But not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. Okie dokes. This handkerchief, a once beautiful handkerchief drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish. I'll have this line installed, please. And then it's 6 PM, so we shall get a good night's rest. And head out the next day. Fisherman, have you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. I suggest that she take some pictures of town for promotional purposes, but she didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Right, 6 in the morning. Up and early in Atom we go to catch some fish. Looks like we're about to have enough to pay off our debt. And we can now fish in the shallows, so why don't we head over there and check that out. A floating buoy. It serves to mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Oh, so if it's... like nighttime, I can go up to a buoy. A buoy in the night. And that is the correct pronunciation for those of you going, it's buoy. It's buoy. Boy. Oh man, I always forget that I have God of War Ragnarok. I did like the first 2 hours as a video and it flopped so hard because I was away when it came out, and then so when I came back everyone had like already played it or seen it and they were like, no thanks. And I never got to play the rest of it. I don't have time to play things for myself. But wait, oh, this is a dredging spot, excuse me. And then sometimes I look at my PlayStation and I go, oh, that's on there. I need to play that at some point. I was really enjoying it. Pull. Pull, miss. Pull. 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 Miss. Pull. Pull. I like the fishing. Oh my god, it's a big boy. I need more space. Pull. Pull. Oh, get the gold. You missed it. You missed the gold, you bloody idiot. Cargo's already full. Let's go back. In some ways, I'm a lot like a fisherman because I fish for things, you know? I fish for good games. When I play them, I fish. When I make a video, I'm going fishing, hoping that a little cat get a catch. Sometimes I pull up an old boot, let me tell you. And I get no views. And sometimes things pop off, see? Pull up a bloody whopper. I don't know how you do it every day. These old bones wouldn't cut it on ICs. Wow, 121 for those. Goodness. The mayor is walking quickly towards you. He seems to be in a good mood. With a spring in his step. Sorry, there was just a notification on my phone. Bum bum bum. Ah. No email. Carry on, mayor. Fantastic news. Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. I like that what I'm doing grows the town. That's cool. Gives you a feeling of progress. In fact, I've granted a consent for Shipwright to expand their facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve fishmongers' services. Might have something to talk to you about soon. Okay. Dry dock. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Ah, so this will be how I dredge. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored. Ah. Rod space, net space, engine space, light space. Hello. Do you have anything for dredging? Another engine. I could get another engine. And then that would be like, will I be faster? have a basic fishing pole. Splintered and fragile, capable of catching the smallest of fish. A weighted line for the shallow. So that's coastal, and these are both shallow. Shipwright rods. I wonder how you get more stuff. An old rusty engine. Maybe I should get another engine. Yeah. Let's go see that old boy that was peeping through my window at night. Come and visit me. Hey, look. There we go. Undock. Let's see on the map where you at. Out and to the right. I feel a bit faster. Chugging along. Kind of reminds me of like the one Edith Finch scene, you know? This little boat. And then the other Edith Finch scene is the fish. I think I might do a replay of that soon. It's one of my favorites. People keep asking me to, because there isn't a playthrough of me doing it on YouTube. I only ever live streamed it, so I feel like I should do a YouTube version. It's a great game. The man is standing in a doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things. Art and artifacts, treasure and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time. This handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Find me these lost relics, and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? I accept. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. You should have said, post haste. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, a music box, and a key. I would encourage you to ask around town, shipwrecks, other strange occurrences, anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Okay, so now we can dredge. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. So then we can dredge, and I can do the old rig, and hopefully, because I have 2 engines. Oh, look at the back of my boat. Look at that caboose. Look at that booty. I should be able to get there quicker, right? Because I've got 2 engines, I can chug my little boat along. Because I've got 2 engines, I can relax and sing this boating song. Comfy in the knowledge, I'm going to speed my way to the rig. I won't regret my words, or I will bloody say frig, because I don't want to end up out here at night time. It's Dredge the musical. One of these days there will be a full musical episode. Just like every cringe episode of your not favourite TV shows. Do 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 do. Chug 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 chugging along. Getting there quick and singing a song. Sun's going down and it's making me frown, but it don't matter 'cause we're chugging along. What's that in the water? What's a rock doing on the way out here, or something else? Wait, it's a dredge. Ah! Oh! I have to dodge, or what? Am I dodging? Ah! Oh gosh. I don't know how this works. Yeah, press F to avoid. It's so difficult. Goodness. Oh, now it's bloody dark. No, it's bloody night time. That's what happened when I'm bloody doing a dredge. It done move time along. What's that glowing over there? I don't... I'm not going to investigate, because that could be scary. What's that thing? What's that thing? What is that thing? Following us. Dear. Hey, settle down, Chuck. It's alright. The lights are on. I put fresh bulb in, so we shouldn't have any issues. Oh dear, the gurgles and the burgles. The creaks and the cracks. Almost there, Doc, hold on. Yeah, Ducky, hold on, almost there, dear. Hold tight, love, hold tight. Yeah, I thought you said you put no bulb in. Don't worry, darling. We're almost there. I don't know, I'm suddenly role-playing an old bloody couple. Ah, it's fine. Okay, get light at bloody 5 in the morning. We survived an actual night. Bit bloody scary.
If you're able to find any of those crates and short carpet, let's use your facilities.
There you go. Got one. Now I sleep. I need a bit more sleep. I feel a little bit paranoid. Thank you. Right. I'll find another one. There's one just over there where I tried to get it before, right? And then it said, come back when you can dredge. Ooh, stormy day. Let's see. What you got? What you got? So yeah, I like sharing things, and it's a bloody privilege to get to share things with you, my love. So thank you for watching, because it gives me meaning. Oh, what's this all glowing around here? What's that? Because I love getting to share. I do. So I appreciate you allowing me to do that. With you. And that rhymed. Even if I am a silly goose who breaks into song all the time. Dredging. 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 That's doing it too quick, that other one. Easy does it, tiger. Okay. Oof, my gosh. It passes the time a bit, this dredging, doesn't it? Dark again. And I'm just glad we just throw the thing down there and get it, and we don't have to, like, dive down in some deep sea suit. Get a deep sea suit. Because that'd be scary. I don't think I could ever scuba or like cage or any of that. Too scary. Like, it's such a genuine phobia for me. Or it's not like, oh, it's a bit scary, isn't it? Like, I would seize and freeze, you know? I got your crates, buddy. I don't...
That ought to be enough to get generator going. I'll get these materials up to main platform.
I really hope you're not the main character here, because I cannot do that voice.
That should be in working order. I'll just check storeroom. Looks like we never got any fuel. I did find this though.
Oh, the repair kit.
Well, I'll figure out fuel situation. Why don't you introduce yourself to Head Scientist?
You approach an old man, pacing back and forth near a cordoned off area on the main platform. He's muttering to himself quietly. Who are you? The Anglia. Sorry, what was that? Now, you see, what I was trying to do was say the Angler turned courier. So being a scientist, I came up with a new word for it. Anglia. Isn't that right? The workers were talking about you. All good things, I promise. Say, you must know a great deal about the fish species around here, yes? What have you encountered in these waters? Why do you want to know? He looks offended. You may have certain preconceived notions about the Ironhaven Corporation's modus operandi, but I assure you, everything we do is with the good of the greater ecosystem in mind. Before we get into all that, though, it seems my laboratory is also a victim of a missing supply shipment. One of these?
Oh, we've got enough material for science lab now.
Oh.
That should be enough for tubes and fluids.
Yes, more than sufficient for my needs. Thank you, both of you. Fisherman, considering you're not on the corp's payroll, why don't you take this? A small token. A soothing tea. The foreman turns to you.
I think we have a solution for our fuel problem. Come see me at generator. It turns out the fuel never got dispatched from Ironhaven. I was on radio to HQ. Apparently this is a biofuel generator. Some new tech the Corp wanted to trial out here. They expect us to supply it ourselves. Thing is, they didn't think to outfit us with any gear for harvesting biomass. And the fleet services construction is way down the project list. Think you can help? You can add fish or other biological material.
Right. Leave organic material here. How can I help you? How long have you worked for Ironhaven? My whole professional career has been dedicated to scientific research at the corporation. So that's, well, north of a century now. Our current executive's father hired me when I was fresh out of college. He must have seen something in me all those years ago. You're over 100 years old? Crinkly, wrinkly. Bum, 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 bum. Probably sounds like someone playing a drum solo when he gets out of bed in the morning. Clickety clack clack pop pop pop. You know? Let's catch some fish for their Jenny. That's engineer speak for generator. I'm a man of the people. This looks like a fishing spot to me. Oh, that's like a different thing I have to do. A grey mullet. Also an old man's hairstyle. There we go. Bing bonk, bing bonk. I still haven't got my hair cut, just the ongoing saga through videos of me having ever lengthening hair that I haven't got cut. I went to like look today at like a local place, and when I went to book in, they then didn't have anything until the 11th, I think, like with one person, and the other people they weren't available till like later in the month. I was like, oh. And instead of thinking, oh well then now would be the time to book it, I just thought, oh well it's not now, so I just not gonna bother. so, you know. Anyone else do that? It's just like, any normal person would actually just now book it, so that in a week they go, oh yeah, I've got that hair appointment. Oh no, there's that big guy there, I'm gonna not go down there again. He almost ate my ship last time. I wonder if I like go in here, there seems to be stuff in the Twisted Strand. If I go beyond him, or over there in the Devil's Spine, there's stuff too. We are Devil's Spine, and this is our new album, Beluga. Ooh, that kind of scary, that big boy under me, that big old blue whale there. Jesus crikey. Oh, that gives me the creeps, fam. I like whales, but that is terrifying. Like, in real life, I feel like that would cause me so much fear I'd pass out. Just, not even because it's a whale, I like them, it's just the idea of something of that size in the water is too many crickets. So if I put these in here and we get you fuel, right? These squelchy things. Then what happens? Once it's filled, we should be able to start the drill. Oh, once it's filled, I have to fill it. Fillet fish. Fillet of fish. Do you know anyone who gets fillet of fish? Have you ever got a fillet of fish? Growing up, I had a pescatarian friend who, like, I think it was before the word pescatarian even existed, because he just said he was a vegetarian who ate fish. But, and he like, would get a fillet of fish. And I was just always like, oh. I don't think I've ever tried one, which is, I like fish. I like a fish sandwich, but I don't think I would ever order a fillet of fish. Maybe I'll do one time just to, like, why not, you know. I like a cod and chips, fish and chips are usually good. And I had sushi today. Don't get fast food very much, so try not to. And if I do, it's a pizza, darling. You like a pizza? What's your favourite fast food? Love Chinese food, but man, it makes me so dehydrated, gives me a headache. But I do bloody love it. Sweet and sour pork, or like chili crispy beef, egg fried rice, big fan. Love noodles. Used to love chow mein growing up. Is that another whale? Oh, it's lightning. Love chow mein growing up, and then now I get the vermicelli, silly little noodles, because they're not wheat. And even though there's like wheat in the other dishes, I have a little bit of a cheat meal. I just think not having it in the noodles is probably a good idea. And I used to really like duck, but I will never order duck again because, as everyone well knows, I have bonded very much with the ducks over the last couple of years, and so I will never have a duck again in my life. And so now my goal, because I've always kind of wanted to go vegetarian and stuff, I love animals so much, like it just makes me so upset to think about, is to just bond with animals to the extent that it like rewires my brain and I associate them too much, like I do with the ducks now. And then, you know, so I just need to go and like find a local farm, spend time with cows and everything, and then I'll be able to do it. I think even if I spent some time getting to know chickens more, I would have strong associations in my brain that would make it be like, I can't eat chicken anymore. It's hard for me to eat as it is because I can't do wheat and everything else. There's, you know, my diet is like, it's tough anyway, but I could do it, I think. Anyway, someday. I barely eat meat as it is, okay? I'm sorry. Like, occasionally I feel bad when I do, and I thank the animal that gave it to me, but I do need protein sometimes. I got an armored sea robin. Ciribin. Okay. Bum bum bum. I have multiple... Oh. Oh. Ossified. Is that like yassified, but not? Chittering mandibles scythe the air in front of this deep dweller, its small body encased in a suit of thick bone. Ooh. But, yeah, I have multiple vegans in the family. My mum's always been veggie and then gone vegan for years now. So growing up, there was no meat in the house anyway, because my mum refused to ever make anything. And my neighbour used to joke that if they were ever like making meat or like cooking bacon specifically, because I grew up in a block of flats, and they were on the ground floor and I was on the top floor, and they used to say whenever they were cooking bacon, my little face would show up at their window, you know? I'd be like, hello, I can smell bacon. Okay, spot has been depleted. Let's scooch back over here and see if we can't. I feel like these are going to be awkward to fill the generator with, though. These things. Bum 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 bum. Anyway, so I salute all the veggies and the vegans. And I don't really eat meat very much, and one day I shall join you as a vegetarian, I think, at least. Sorry, that was a long side ramble just for telling you that I don't eat duck anymore. That lovely red sky.
Ah.
Sorry, not you. Okay, so but then I need... Ah, that's how we can do it. Yeah, that's how we can do it here, see, lads. Right there, Sonny.
It won't hold anymore, I'll fire it up.
The crushing compactor clunks to life. The sound of pneumatic pistons and strange swelching soon gives way to the stuttering sound of distant gears.
We've done it!
A large capsule drops down from a chute labelled waste. Through its clear walls, you can see remnants of the fish you deposited.
Well, you'd probably be able to use that for chum, right? It's yours if you want it.
Aberrated bait. Attracts wretched fish.
Now we can finally get drill started. All clear! Initiating drill deployment in 3, 2, 1.
The drill descends. Are we gonna, like, wake up Godzilla by doing this? Is this silly? The scientist walks over, gripping handrails to counteract the shockwaves from the drill. We've broken through. We're underway at last.
What about that huge crack that opened up? Is the reservoir stable?
Admittedly, the fissure is larger than my model suggested, but it appears to have stabilized. We should consider halting the drilling for now. Also, we would be remiss in our duties to the local population if we didn't survey the area, gather some data. In that vein, fisherman, I have something for you. The factory has recently become operational, allowing us to manufacture equipment infused with the corporation's latest breakthroughs. This is a new design. Ooh, infused rod that does coastal and shallow. Hell yeah. Over my basic ass fishing pole. Using that rod, I need you to collect specimen samples from the marrows, just to check that the fish species are unaffected by operations here. A telemanostrum. A sea cucumber. Paddlefish. Osteoprosis. Okay. Cool. A helmeted figure emerges from the shadows by a building site. He lifts his visor. Place isn't built yet. He gestures to a pile of materials behind him. We're short on materials. Once they arrive, we can start working. There you go.
That's all we need.
Good to go. So, basic materials can be worked here. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know what that means, love. Fenza Tech's lab is operational. We'll be able to work on projects of a more technical nature. I have plans for an interchangeable modular system. I'll show you when we're set up here. Right, so I'll get you a thing too. Submit samples. Do you have any of those samples? Do I? Don't think I do. Right. I'll go sleep.
Hey, fisherman, thanks for helping with the generator. I've reported the operation status to HQ. In fact, they're giving me a budget to compensate you for any additional biomass you bring in. See me at generator, I'll pay you.
Okay. Right, I guess let me go see if I can see about them fishies. Over down there towards the Greater Marrow.
Scooch.
Let's get back over there. And we shall continue our trip into the deepest, darkest depths of the ocean. Enjoying this so far, what do you think? You don't have to answer me. You can say it out loud if you want, I'll hear you. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, you can also hit that like button as an actual representation of your enjoyment. And I'll actually see that. Why is it telling me, like, the light is, like, flashing? Huh? Why? Pursuits? Like, I get it. I have things. I've seen them. They're in my brain. I don't need to, like, click it. Okay. Encyclopedia, yes. Why are you still flashing down there? Oh, throw bait overboard. Okay. You wanted to tell me to do that. No fish appeared to take the bait. Oh, wait, no, don't throw it over. I'm not fishing out here. Are you crazy? It's the deepest, darkest dredges. What was that? Some big yellow thing. So, we're going towards these splodges, I suppose. To see what comes up. What's your... does everyone else, like, just do you randomly talk in accents? Like I do with the northern sometimes? I want to know. A, where you're from. So what's your accent? And then what's the accent that you do? All the time. And I wonder if it differs from place to place. Like, do random Americans just suddenly do, like, southern a lot, you know? Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm just suddenly talking like this all the time, you know? I do that one too a lot. Right, so there's a big old slick. Ah, it's sticky. Maybe we should go around it. So am I supposed to, like, catch something from in here? Or is it not? Does it not matter? It's just telling me it's an oil slick. I don't really see anything in it. Maybe I just catch stuff near it. But right now, I want to get back into the safety of the town. Because it's getting a bit dark, but I can't resist these. A black Groot there. Nailed it. Tusked grouper. Pig-like tusks protrude from the mouth of this ravenous brute. With no eyes to speak of, it attacks indiscriminately. The descriptions are really creepy. Really well written. I bloody love good writing in video games, dude. It makes... The hell? What am I hearing? What is that? How do I, change my thing? Why does this feel like it's a demon boat? Why is it chasing me? It's not a boat. It's not a boat. It's not a boat! It's a fish! Can I catch it? Nope! It ate stuff. It ate stuff. To the fishmonger and to sell some things. To the town to see an old lady about a dog.
What is it?
Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? She eyes you suspiciously.
There's a spot near the back of Great Marrow where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from that patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. If you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you move on.
You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you.
What's it like out there?
It's difficult.
It's got to be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward. Moving along.
I can't go back. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought.
Say, if you find some materials, maybe you can help me move. I mean, really move.
I don't know why I gave you that voice. There's an island I've heard about. Steel Point to the north. 2 units of lumber, 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit. Just stack it up at Steel Point. Okay. Man, I'm loving this. There's so much to do. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I bloody love good writing in games. It makes such a difference. Like, it can be the difference between me wanting to keep playing something. The difference between me actually bothering to hover over the fish and be like, oh, what does it say this time? And not, you know? It's so overlooked sometimes by certain games companies and games. It's like, get a good writer. Like, this has a good writer and it makes it so much better. I should have had you repair actually before. Does repairing take time? It doesn't. Great. Can I sell this to you? Don't need a basic fishing pole anymore. Okay. Alright, we're all repaired. We can get better lights as well if we have money, but I don't have much money right now. Why do I have just random rot? Oh, is that fish that I didn't sell last night, so it just rotted? Damn. I forgot. I forgot. I got to put your soda fish when I get back in. I thought that big fish ate it all. So let's see. Around there it's telling me they might be able to wreck or rubble, you know? Of rack and ruin. Take your boat around the back and have a look and see what you can find in the deep dark depths. Be careful what you wish for, fisherman. A pile of loose debris. Clearing this would take some strong explosives. Dredging, dredging away, dredging, dredging all day. A relic. Oh my god, it's a big boy. It's a big boy right there. We're gonna take this big boy to that man living in that house there. He gonna say, I think he got me the big boy. I appreciate it, and you got this eel too. We can have us some dinner. We want to have us some din-dins that you caught. You got a little fishy on a dishy, you know that one? You must hear that all the time as a fisherman. Oh, it's something about singing him for his supper with a fishy on a dishy, you know that one? Yeah, you do. I know you do. You're singing that one in your sleep, ain't you? Let's go over here. What is the fishy on a little dishy song? I can't remember it. You know? Sing for a fishy dishy. Here's a little fishy on a dishy. You know that one? Do you know that one? Am I crazy? Fishy on a dishy. Let me look it up. Fishy on a dishy. Kids song. Dance to thy daddy, tie the mummy, sing. Dance to your daddy, my little man. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a haddock when the boat comes in. You know that? Dance to your daddy. Anyway. I don't know about the character's sanity going in this area, but I think the cosmic horror has gone to my head. You enter the collector's house. He's standing at the back of the room, still holding the silver and crimson book. Well, you have something, don't you? Show me. You hand him the key. The cold metal shimmers a strange shine as he holds it. The shape of the key, the teeth, the head, now somehow seem changed. Oh. Sorry, a big yawn. It's 11 o'clock. Smaller. Has it always been this way? Is this all? Where's the lock? The collector grows agitated. It seems the pieces we're looking for have travelled further than I anticipated. Much further, I suspect. In that case, allow me to aid your travels. He turns a few pages in his book and mutters something low under his breath. Mutter, 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 mutter. A burst of light fills your vision, and you stagger back briefly. Now go. We have more relics to uncover. Haste. My intuition tells me that the current may have carried some debris to the southeast, towards the Gale Cliffs. Make that your priority. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? The words you read from that book, what did they do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extend its powers towards you. Is there one particular you wish to know about? The words of haste are instant and cruel. They will impart a terrible speed to your vessel. Be warned, however, it may put a great deal of stress on your engines. Okay. A car. Haste adds speed to your engines but increases panic and engine heat. Select it with E and use it by holding bar. Well, we don't need it right now. Do we? Catch a fish whilst we're here. A nice bit of cod. Bum 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 bum. I had chips the other day, but I didn't have fish. Right, why is it still telling me? I guess it wants me to try it so that it knows. Grrr. Okay, thanks. I got it. Catch this. An arrow squid. Arrow squid? Hello, said the squid. Brood squid. Tentacles sprout from a glowing core inside a gelatinous sac. Other cores lay dormant inside. Oh. Oh! My butt. The lighthouse keeper emerges from the dark forest that flanks the town. She walks towards the dock with a confused look on her face.
Oh, it's you.
Excuse me?
Your engine. It sounds like... I'm sorry. I mistook it for the vessel of an old friend.
Dejected, she turns and walks back toward the lighthouse. Well, I mean, it's not mine. It could be this old friend's boat, couldn't it?
What I bloody know. Yeah, for your order, mate. There you go.
I found this book out back. Could be useful to you. Oh yeah, books. What am I going to do with these books? In cabin. Where do I see them? Ah! Read to unlock. Arr, selected as active book. Pastime to read. Right. Okay. Do 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 do. Bink bonk. I need repairs, mate. Shipwright, not you. I mean you, but not you here. You there. Thank you very much.
Thanks, love.
And that's where we're going to put a pin in this one. Do check out the link in the description for the expansion. Check it out, the Iron Rig. It is out now, and I'm looking forward to checking out some more of that. Let me know in a comment what you thought of this one, if you'd like to see more of Dredge on the channel, and what other games you'd like to see. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Click one of those videos on the screen if you want to go on another adventure with me right now, but until next time, good night.